Good evening, everybody. Welcome to episode 22 of Monday Evening with Alex and Luke.
This is our weekly show that documents our trip through Upper North America, Canada, and the United States, as dictated by you on Facebook, Twitter, and our website, alexandluke.com.
I'm Alex Sabine.
I'm Luke Vijan, and this was a crazy week of traveling.
Okay, I'm going to propose that we go through areas traveled really quickly because we don't want to waste any time.
Yes, let's go.
We started in Libby, Montana.
From Libby, Montana, we went to Missoula, Montana.
Then we went to Bozeman, Montana.
From there, we drove to Yellowstone National Park and Old Faithful.
Then we went to Victor, Idaho.
Then we went to Casper, Wyoming.
Then Fort Robinson, Nebraska.
Then Kearney, Nebraska, which is where we are right now in the Holiday Inn. Our favorite city this week is surprisingly Bozeman, Montana.
And we say surprisingly because, well, I didn't even know we were going to be going there. Nobody suggested it, never heard of it. We just kind of found ourselves there.
Exactly. We were trying to find a place close to Yellowstone in Montana. We went on Priceline, and they give you, like, regions, and it just happened to put us in Bozeman. We're like, what? Bozeman?
We just kind of ended up there.
And then we ended up there, and I'd end up there for the balance of my life if I could.
I would move there.
They have a beautiful library.
So beautiful, and it's new. And it was so impressive.
Yeah, everyone looked really cool in Bozeman.
Everybody looked really happy in Bozeman. They had a food co-op there, and it seemed like everybody in town was at this food co-op.
Everyone was happy.
Yeah.
If I want to be happy, I'll move to Bozeman, Montana.
Cool town.
Move there. Our favorite attraction this week is a giant jackalope that you're able to ride in Dubois, Wyoming.
That's not true.
Our favorite attraction this week is Yellowstone National Park.
Correct. I've been looking forward to this for a long time, and I had every expectation met and exceeded.
It's a beautiful place. I knew very little about Yellowstone National Park. I've heard of Old Faithful. I had no idea it blew as much as it blew.
What's funny was that when we went to Old Faithful, you kept saying, "Is that it? Is that it?" And it was just like kind of spurting up a little bit, and you had no idea how tall it was going to go.
It's amazing.
And then it just went way up into the air.
From the artist spots to the hot springs to the buffalo to the deer to the
coyotes.
Yeah, it was nuts. Yellowstone National Park is amazing.
It's like every way you look and every corner you turn, there's something picturesque to look at. It's really abnormally beautiful.
Correct. And if you were planning on going there because you thought that's where Yogi Bear lived, it's actually Jellystone, not Yellowstone, which I was disappointed to find out. That said, favorite attraction of the week.
Did you know that the bison in Yellowstone Park are the only bison in North America that have lived in the same place for, well, since prehistoric times?
Yes.
You knew that?
Well, not prior to you doing the first take of this, but now I know.
Well, it's true. But at one point in the, around 1904, there was actually only 30 of them left. Today there's about between 2,500 and 4,500 depending on the year. But there was only about 30 of them left in 1904 after the U.S. Army put in a campaign to destroy all the bison in North America in an attempt to control the Native American populations, which is terrible. And obviously sport hunting and market hunting from the European settlers wreaked havoc basically on North American bison, because once, a long time ago, millions and millions roamed in North America. And so it was really sad. It went down to about 30, and the U.S. government actually brought in 21 bison from a controlled place to breed with the ones that were in the park. And the animals that are now in the park are actually direct descendants of those original ones that were still there, that had been there for thousands of years. So I think that's really an interesting thing that I learned. Yeah, bison.
I ate so many of them.
From farms.
Farms.
But there's a big problem in Montana right now. The bison are wandering over into the Montana border, and if they're not back in the park by May, they get slaughtered because of this cow virus that they're passing along. It's really terrible, and there's a lot of heated debates about it. Check it out to learn a little bit more. Make up your own mind.
So our favorite sleep this week occurred after we left Yellowstone National Park and we arrived in Jackson, Wyoming. Although our favorite sleep wasn't in Jackson, Wyoming. We couldn't find a place that was reasonably priced. We were going to have to leave the city. On Twitter, we were like, we can't find a place. And our best friends in Idaho were like, we got you covered.
Yeah, so we actually ended up driving about 25-30 minutes over the border. Just across the border from Jackson, Wyoming is Idaho. Victor, Idaho, actually, where there is this amazing lodge and golf resort and spa called the Teton Springs Golf Resort and Spa.
Correct. It was amazing. I got to golf. We golfed the first hole and I loved it. I ate some great food. I took a giant bath.
Their bath was beautiful.
Let's just show some pictures for a second.
Yeah.
This place is so good. And although we were there in the summer, we heard that they have heli skiing this year, or there's actually a helipad on the property and they can pick you up and you go skiing on mountains that have never been skied on before.
I'd love to go there in the winter. I think it would be such a beautiful place to spend the holidays.
The Teton Mountain Range is so good, and the Idaho side is more pretty. Sorry, Wyoming. It's prettier. Favorites of the week.
And our favorite meal this week was at the Teton Springs Lodge. They have a great grill there. It's beautiful. And they had really good food. I had a wonderful salad.
I had a bison quesadilla, and I ordered it twice. Twice in a row, because I liked it so much. And maybe I'll order it again if we go back.
Absolutely.
Our favorite moment this week occurred in Nebraska. We were driving along the way. Some food didn't agree with me, and we needed to pull over quite quickly.
Yeah, so we actually, just after, maybe an hour after we got into Nebraska-ish, I'm not really sure, and we came across this, like, kind of crop of buildings in a big park space, and it was really kind of random for the road that we were on, which was all farmland. So we pulled up to this building to see what was going on. Turns out it was a state park, but it looked a lot more like an army barracks.
Because it was an army barracks from 1909, and I walked in, used the washroom, and then found out that they had rooms available for the night for like $50.
In the historic army barracks, big balconies overlooking this beautiful parkland. It was so cool.
And we had the whole place to ourselves. So to think that the only reason that we found that place was due to my indigestion. Thank you, indigestion. You created my favorite moment of the week.
What a cool moment that was. We don't actually have a favorite song of the week this week because we were really preoccupied listening to something else, an audiobook.
We listened to Bill Bryson's A Walk in the Woods on the car
ride
the whole week. So unfortunately we didn't listen to music. Next week we'll have a song for you. But until then, enjoy the world of audiobooks.
Yeah, download a Bill Bryson book. It's a good read, if that's the way you're allowed to. A good hear, good listen to.
This is a big debate my friends and I have. And maybe comment below. If you listen to an audiobook...
Have you technically read it?
Would you say that I've read that book? Stu McPhee wouldn't.
There needs to be a new word for it, maybe.
That's it. That's episode 4 times 3 plus 5 times 2 of Monday Evening with Alex and Luke.
Oh, God. Tune in next week when we come to you from We Don't Know. You decide. Vote coming up. Bye. No.
alexandluke.com.
Alex, the earth's on fire.
It smells like egg.
Oh no. Screwed up. And then it's us.
And then it goes...